Mount Everest is the climber's paradise as well as their worst nightmare. The scenic beauty has buried more dead bodies than you can imagine. Every year, new climbers reach Mount Everest with the dream of conquering it. But there were many times when Everest conquered the climbers by taking their precious life away from them. Have you ever heard of the Death Zone? If you want to reach the peak of Mount Everest, then you have to pass through the Death Zone. It's situated at a higher altitude. Climbers need to prepare themselves mentally and physically before they step into the death zone. Usually, climbers are guided to take rest frequently to make sure their body adjusts to the sudden change in altitude. Before we step into the death zone, smash the subscribe button and press the bell icon to never miss a single video from Mountaineers. As the climbers enter the death zone, they can understand the variation in their breathing. They will use more oxygen from their tank and they will start breathing heavily. This is because they've entered an area where the oxygen level declines by 40%. The human body requires a certain level of oxygen to fully function. In this zone, as the oxygen level is quite low, many climbers undergo severe health issues. These climbers are already exhausted as they've climbed a long distance. Their body needs more oxygen. There are common symptoms climbers experience in their journey as they climb the death zone. HACE is also known as High Altitude Cerebral Edema. It causes brain swelling, vomiting, and nausea. As a result of this, climbers start losing their memory and start hallucinating. They will not be able to figure out where they are. They will often start climbing away from their teammates. Most climbers experience heart-wrenching deaths as they fall from the mountain and break their legs or be paralyzed. HAPE is another life-threatening condition. It's also known as high altitude pulmonary edema. Climbers once affected with HAPE would find it difficult to breathe and start continuously coughing, which would make them feel suffocated. They might run out of water and it's dangerous to consume ice. They would feel stranded in nowhere with no water and their throat is in pain. After a while, they would spit a white liquid substance due to severe cough. This could put them in pain and they will even run out of breath. Most climbers are well equipped and they must have invested a fortune in their attire for mountain climbing. It doesn't matter how much they take care of themselves. One thing they cannot avoid is frostbite. Their skin would be exposed at any point during their climb, and they'll be affected by frostbite. As the temperature is quite low at Mount Everest, the exposed skin of the climbers experiences sudden freezing, and the pain is unbearable. Have you ever imagined a situation where you're climbing Mount Everest once they are affected by snow blindness? They wouldn't be able to see as they lose their vision due to bright light striking their eyes from ice and snow. Climbers need to take necessary precautions and have knowledge of basics of mountain climbing. They should also train their mind to face the unknown and conquer Everest. Only a person with outstanding skills and strong determination can climb Mount Everest. Are you enjoying the video so far? If so, press the like button and let's know more about the Death Zone. The highest part of Mount Everest is called the Death Zone. It would be above 8,000 meters. Heart attacks and strokes are common conditions suffered by the climbers. Many have lost their lives in the Death Zone. As it is above sea level, the bodies of the climbers will not perform properly. Even though climbers are aware of the health risk they have to take to climb Mount Everest, passionate climbers are ready to take risks and proceed with their climb. Would you climb Mount Everest? Is it on your bucket list? Do you have any plans in mind to get through the death zone? Let us know in the comment section.